And this morning on today's Travel, who is the most traveled man in the world? Well, until this morning, a lot of us thought it was our travel editor, Peter Greenberg. But Peter's here with a report on a guy who's got a lot of miles under his belt. Peter, good morning.
Indeed, he does, Matt. You know, I travel a lot, about 400,000 miles a year. I've even got about 11 million airline miles under my belt, but I can't even come close to the San Francisco traveler named Charles Veley.
Daddy's coming, and we want to meet him when he gets off the plane.
It's a familiar routine in the Veley household, picking Daddy up from the airport.
You miss your daddy?
This isn't just any ordinary guy coming home from a business trip. This is the most traveled man in the world.
I've been everywhere.
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, 42-year-old Charles Veley has traveled to more places than any other individual, ever.
Well, yeah, I'm a travel geek and I'm a little crazy, I'll admit. So
That's the worst kind.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what are you? What does that make you?
You're a travel geek, I'll be a travel god. Charles Veley runs a website called mosttraveledpeople.com, and it lists 673 countries, states, provinces, and unique destinations that make up the world. To visit all 673 would be to go literally everywhere. And you've been to how many?
I think at the moment 629 or 630 something, so somewhere around 92%.
His travels have taken him to some of the most remote places in the world. One trip alone took him 71 days at sea just to get there. So he could say he did it.
I have all these photos of myself because there's no one around in the car holding the camera up. So you see, my head next to the sign that says, welcome to Salta province.
He has been detained, robbed, and he nearly froze to death setting his record.
Once I feared for my life where I got stranded on one of the most remote islands in the world. We were on an expedition to Peter I Island, which is down near Antarctica, but it's about 400 miles away from Antarctica.
Is there a place or places you would, other than that maybe, that you'd never go back?
Lagos, Nigeria is definitely towards the bottom of the barrel.
I would agree.
Probably, I see you nodding your head.
Is there a favorite place that you can't wait to go back to?
Well, the one that I always say, no one's heard about it, Lord Howe Island. You know it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Australia.
It's off the coast, part of Australia.
It is, sure.
It is so beautiful. World Heritage Site, Australian National Park.
Kimberly and Charles traveled together for the first 4 years. She now stays at home to take care of the kids.
I'm very proud of Charles. It's very exciting. It's exotic.
And she's found a silver lining to her husband's wanderlust.
I hate to say that I enjoy when he's gone, because that's not very nice to say, but I've learned how wonderful it can be to have my alone time, and I do cherish it.
I've not been in Darfur.
That's a good thing, because Charles still has more places to go.
I'm just a guy that's trying to go everywhere.
And we left him planning his next trip.
And there are probably people at home right now, Peter, saying, how does he pay for all this?
Well, he made a lot of money in the dot-com boom in the 90s in San Francisco. Took all his money and said, okay, I'm just going to travel. And that's exactly what he does.
And so today, right now, do you know his whereabouts?
Yes, he's actually doing some family vacation in New Orleans. His wife is pregnant with their third child. He'll stay home for that, and then you know what's going to happen.
He'll hit the road again. So he's at 90 or 92% of seeing every place. Does he have some kind of a date, a target date, to complete the journey to everywhere?
No, because as we said in the piece, I mean, sometimes it takes him 71 days by boat just to hop off the boat, take the picture, and leave. So some of the logistics are pretty intense.
He's a fairly young guy. Looks like
42 years old.
I'm sure he'll get it accomplished.
He'll get it.
Happy holidays to you.
Same to you, Matt.
All right.